and gentlemen, welcome to Tarble Arena for tonight's Carthage home opener between Lakeland University and Carthage College. At this time, please direct your attention to the American flag located at the north end of the arena. It draped the coffin of Captain Frank Favrin, a former Carthage student who died in Vietnam in 1970. The flag is a gift to the college from his parents. In remembering Captain Favrin, we pay tribute to all who have sacrificed their lives for our country and honor those who today put themselves in harm's way in service to America. And now at this time, please rise and remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem. Starting lineups, tonight's match between the Lakeland Muskies and their Carthage College Firebirds. First, let's meet the Muskies. At libero, the 6-foot freshman from Shorewood, Wisconsin, number 2, Gavin Kenny. At outside hitter, the 6'4 junior from Muskego, Wisconsin, number 6, Ben Busilaki. At opposite hitter, 6'1 junior from Palatine, Illinois, number 12, Tim Matijevic. At middle blocker, the 6'6 freshman from Shorewood, Wisconsin, number 13, Jacob Donahue. At setter, the 6-foot senior from Mundelein, Illinois, number 16, Martin Carrillo. At outside hitter, the 6'2 sophomore from Hartford, Wisconsin, number 18, Levi Everts. And at middle blocker, the 6'2 junior from Shorewood, Wisconsin, number 20, Colin Kenny. Head coach of the Muskies from Wauwatosa, Wisconsin, Brian Rushmore, assisted by Joe Copland and Kelly Swope. High School, hailing from Wildwood, Missouri, number 8, Kyle Radecki. At center, a 6'1" junior from Marist High School, hailing from Lakeland, Illinois, number 11, Gene McNulty. At middle blocker, a 6'8" sophomore from Lake Community High School, hailing from Lindenhurst, Illinois, number 15, Ryan Cholowinski. At middle blocker, a 6'7" junior from Wauwatosa East High School in Wauwatosa, Wisconsin, number 22, David Marcus. And at libero, a 6'4" sophomore from Vernon Hills High School in Vernon Hills, Illinois, number 24, Jack McDonald. Head coach for your Firebirds is J.W. Kiekefer. Coach Kiekefer is assisted by Jordan Rosenberg.
And welcome one, welcome all, the season home debut for the Firebirds of Carthage University, defending national champions live on the Firebird Broadcasting Network. Welcome one, welcome all. The Muskies of Lakeland come into town, their first match of the entire season. Carthage fell 3-0 against Purdue Fort Wayne just a few days ago, but they're here, they're at home, they're preseason favorites to make some magic happen yet again at beautiful Tarble Arena in Kenosha. Hello everybody, welcome again. I am Peter Ferreri, bringing you another season of outstanding Carthage Firebird men's volleyball. One of the best teams in the nation year after year after year is set to continue their winning ways in the CCIW. The National Volleyball Association and American Volleyball Coaches Association announced the 2023 preseason coaches poll, with once again the Carthage College men's volleyball team picked first in that poll. 338 total points and 20 first place votes. Carthage finished last year with a 24-3 record and an undefeated 12-0 record in conference play. Here at Tarble Arena, there are two banners now hanging from the rafters of Tarble. 23-0 2 seasons ago, 24-3 last season. Can they three-peat? The journey starts at home at Tarble here tonight. Left to right are going to go to the Firebirds, wearing their home whites with red numbers and letters and black trim. The visiting Muskies are going to be wearing their dark navy jerseys with yellow numbers and letters and white trim. Great crowd in attendance here tonight. Again, Carthage fell in their opening matchup 3-0 against Purdue Fort Wayne. Bit of a warm-up game for them, but nonetheless, Purdue, a solid squad. 25-22, 25-23, 25-23. It was as close as you can get all three sets. So this Carthage team is primed and ready to defend their back-to-back championships here in the NCAA Division III level. Serve away, quick set, near side, block down, pick it up where they left off. Big block on the outside, number 8, Kyle Radecki, the Oppo 6'3" junior, 160 pounds. For full person officiating crew today. Back set dump, able to pick up the pieces. McDonald, the libero sophomore. Back set, right hand, double block, out of play. Point's gonna go to the Muskies. Officiating crew today, Julie Vec, the R1, Felix Madera. The R2 line judges are David Galavarza and Alex Vu. Firebirds get their second point of home action here against the Muskies. Serving now, number 3 is going to be Drew Jansen. Almost a roof attempt, able to pick up the pieces. Point going to go to Carthage. So some of the Lakeland players weren't too happy about that adjustment made mid-air by Brummett, the 6'3" Oppo from Bradley Bourbonnais Community High School. And that one goes way too far by Jansen, giving the Muskies their second point. Back to serve for Lakeland is number 6, Ben Belaski. That one goes into net, a service error, so not what Busalaski wanted to do. Serving now, number 18 is Joe Kolwitz out of Thomas Worthington High School, the 6-foot freshman setter and serve specialist. Hits the tape. Well, you can't plan that, but it works nonetheless. Beautiful play. If you're a Firebird fan, to get that 5-2 lead early on here in the first. To serve yet again. His first action of the season. That stays in, a service ace, hits the back row. Head coach Brian Rushmer having a conversation with the Muskie squad to try to get everybody in position. A 4-point early lead in set number 1 for the Firebirds. The left hand, back row, not able to snap it down enough this time is Joe Kolwitz. Felt that if another one had happened, that might have been cause for a timeout, but nonetheless, McDonald checks in, the libero. Blocked back. Beautiful job by the Muskies. My goodness. Toughest hit of the night already going to Lakeland's way. Serving again, Hunter Henson out of Menominee Falls. Service error, that one goes too far. As libero checking in for Lakeland, Drew Green. Martine Carrillo is going to be serving or setting for Lakeland. Through the block, that one goes too far as McDonald not able to get underneath it clean enough. Lakeland back to within 2, so it's a 6-2 game. Now all of a sudden, a 3-1 little run for Lakeland at the onset of the first. Serving now is Kenny. And a service error. Nice crowd in attendance for this Thursday night in January. Last night saw a very solid crowd for the men's basketball team. Tomorrow, women's basketball. Brummett, massive jump serve. Like a rotation error called against Lakeland. So 2 quick points, answer right back, lead extended back to 4. Brummett, a power serve. A clear 11, 12 feet. He starts behind that back line. Back set, directional. Good job on the outside. Good thinking, Levi Everts. The outside hitting 6'2" sophomore out of Hartford, Wisconsin. Lakeland back within 3. That was just a good play. Rotational setter in the game right now for Lakeland. Number 12, Matajevic. Point going to go to the Muskies. Lakeland now within 2. Not able to play it off the ricochet from the ceiling. It's now 9-8. Coach Kiekefer telling the squad, hey, we're all in the back. And that one stays out of play, actually hits the line judge, but the R1 switching the opinion. So again, here at the D3 level, there aren't reviews as there are in the D1 or D2. It's conference specific, you could say. So this particular CCIW conference choosing not to use the replay system. Reason that bears mentioning is a close call like that might have been replayed somewhere else. Nonetheless, tied at 9s. Right hand blocked back, nobody in the back row. 2 Firebirds go sailing out of play. Not able to get there in time. Just like that, a run for Lakeland to come storming back. Here in the first, a 1-point lead. Out of play. All smiles about that one is Levi Everts. Just dropped about a half foot behind that back line. Taking a deep breath before the serve is Marcus. Set near side, high off the double. Not able to get there is the aforementioned Marcus. Lakeland extends their lead to 2. Or excuse me, lead back to 1 after that reversal play, or point reversal a few plays ago. So 11-10 Lakeland. High return McDonald, right over the middle. Beautiful play by Bolt Ice, the middle blocking 6'6" senior out of Chicago Christian High School. Chicago Christian, a powerhouse at the volleyball level year after year in the men's, or I should say boys and girls program at the high school level. Falling away on the free ball. Carthage sets a far pin, bringing it straight down. Drew Jansen out of Germantown High School, the pride of Colgate. Carthage on a quick 2-0 lead. Halfway through the first to serve number 11, Gene McNulty, the setter. And he hits the tape, and that one falls. Tied back at 12s. And we talked about the outstanding play of this Firebird squad last year. We'll talk more about their success last year. Beautiful banner in the rafters. Sure, they'd love to add a third. They have the squad to do so. High back set, breaking through to the other side. Drew Jansen right through the double block. Conference play for this Firebird squad starts Feb the 18th against North Park. Set near side, Carrillo. Nothing there. Double block, but that one goes far. And point is going to go to the Firebirds. So they're saying that the kill attempt by Busalaki hit the tape, didn't touch the forearm of the Firebirds, and just jettisoned out of bounds very quickly. ISO block over the middle. Cholowinski. Free ball out of play, chasing it down, Drew Jansen. Timeout called now by Lakeland. They had an 11-10 lead. It's been a 5-1 run midway through the first. I want to remind everybody, tomorrow men's volleyball, 6 o'clock versus New York University. Make sure you tune in at the exact same time, at the exact same place, as we want you to be here with us tomorrow evening. Again, looking at some of the notes for this Carthage squad as we see some beautiful replays. Carthage, 6 AVCA and NVA All-American Award winners last year. 4 of them are back. So think about that. 4 of the 6 All-Americans back this year. Marcus, McNulty are some of them, along with none other Then Bull Tice. They were all first team All-American selections. Marcus, newcomer of the year. So a very, very important look ahead for this squad. Preseason, Carthage again, 338 votes. Number 2 is Springfield, Wentworth, Stevens, Vassar. North Central, then SUNY New Paltz. St. John Fisher, Rutgers Newark, and Messiah. Some of the other squads. But NYU there at number 15, so a nice non-conference battle against the number 15th ranked squad. So that is going to be a dandy tomorrow evening. Up in the air. Double block! Right back to the ground. Carthage. Crowd making some noise. A 5-point lead for the Firebirds, trying to close out set number 1. A tip in the back row by the libero, number 2, Gavin Kenny, out of Shorewood, Wisconsin. So substitution for the Lakeland squad as Rushmer Copeland and Kelly Swope all try to help make the adjustments necessary to stop this an 8-1 run for the Firebirds in their home opener. So a bit of a conversing happening. So the R2 right now is chatting with the bench. Not sure if they're counting the substitutions, but again, we want to thank you while we have a minute. We want to remind everybody, College Sports Communicators celebrates Membership Appreciation Week, presented by ESPN. That runs through the 24th of January. Athletics, communications, and creative professionals coordinate public and media relations, websites, social media, graphic design, videography, statistics, and much more as their strategic communicators for college and university athletic departments and conference offices throughout North America. The lead athletic communicators for today and tonight's game are Director of Strategic Communication, Sam Boyle, and Director of Digital and Social Media, Casey Aker of Carthage College. Thank you for all our athletic communications and creative staff members do in support of your student athletes, coaches, and institutions. For more information, check out collegesportscommunicators.com/celebrate-CSC. So again, as the two coaches come and talk to each other, Coach Rushmer and Coach Kiekafer. Again, not sure if it was based on a substitution. We know the score seems to stand as such, so fortunately don't have a word from the sideline what's going on. Hope everybody's January has been treating them well. Something to notate when we look at Lakeland's leaders last year. 169 points, was third on the squad for Busalaki. So that's a big win for him to return on this squad. A lot of turnover, however, for that Lakeland team. Carthage again had that one game against Purdue Fort Wayne recently. Looking at some of their numbers, Carter Schmidt 12 kills, Radecki with 12 kills. 7 blocks for Carthage, 4 of which coming on the outstretched arms of David Marcus. 3 as well by Ryan Cholowinski. Helped out as well by Mitch Geiger, Gene McNulty. So 4 players involved with some of the blocks. David Marcus accounted for 12.5 points of his own with 8 kills, 2 service aces. Kyle Verdecki and Carter Schmidt also with a service ace. Carter Schmidt also with 8 digs. So he's at a 267 dig percentage. So still waiting to see what the official word is. Coach Kiekefer now having a conversation with the R2. Now some of the coaches talking to each other again. Waiting to hear ourselves from the bench what the word may be. Looking across the CCIW. Some other volleyball action. It's the only game happening tonight. Tomorrow you have North Park taking on the Banana Slugs of UC Santa Cruz. Illinois Wesleyan will be taking on California Lutheran. North Park versus Fontbonne. SUNY New Paltz taking on North Central. Again, right back here, NYU taking on Carthage. And Illinois Wesleyan taking on Fontbonne. Some of those teams swapping opponents on Saturday. Looks like teams may get some warm-up time. Coach Ulmer in the crowd as well, the head women's volleyball coach here of Carthage. Another successful season for her. So glad to see her making her presence known. Always good to see the support of these Carthage teams. Also to note, schedules released for the CCIW spring seasons of men's and women's lacrosse, softball, baseball. So make sure you go to athletics.carthage.edu to check out all of those schedules to see what is happening. During this warm-up, we'll take a timeout. We'll come back when we have some answers. And the conclusion is set number 1. And we're back. Thank you for joining us. Thanks for your patience. A statistical substitution error. Computers went down and everything had to be restarted manually on paper. And I'm glad that wasn't me, because not only is my handwriting horrible, but that would take quite some bit of time. 19-12, 6 points needed for Carthage to finish out set number 1. A lengthy delay, but nonetheless. Point going to go to the Muskies as they claw back for that one. So back to serve now for Lakeland, number 5, Alex Zamora. Or excuse me, make that number 6. Ben Busalaki. Point falls down. Carthage now within 5. Looking for the serve, high, lefty. By Politz. Free ball, still alive, Jansen. Back set, left hand, still in the rafters. Able to get there. Do they have the angle? They do, oh my, oh, it just goes out of play. Oh, it was so close. Good communication and concentration by Lakeland. Picking up the pieces, back set, down. Beautiful tip, kill, bust out the chainsaw for the tool. Number 8 for Carthage, Kyle Radecki. Carthage within 4. Three more needed for the Firebirds. Carthage 6 kills to 5 of Lakeland, but a 156 percentage for Carthage. A different service error will help out Lakeland. They still have a chance to claw back in this one. Back row service error, no touch there. That one a good 10 feet behind the back line. Carthage needs 2. Lakeland with 6 service errors now. Again, all stats manually re-inputted. That took some time. Stays in bounds. Carthage needs 1 after the beautiful service ace. Keegan Drummett. Timeout called by Lakeland. So Lakeland calls the timeout with 1 point away from set 1. Again, you probably have to look at it that they want to do whatever possible to try to get that little bit of momentum if they can. Going into set number 2, again, set number 1 likely over. 9-0 run, very hard to do at any level of NCAA volleyball. But maybe trying to call a player to get the right setup to prepare not only for the conclusion of this set 1, to mentally prepare for that set number 2. As we come back leading the way, Busalaki with 3 kills for Lakeland. As for Carthage, 2 for Jansen. Also 2 for Cholowinski as well. Blocked over the middle. Beautiful play. David Marcus dominating the net as not many can do. So set 1 will end by the score of 25-14. Will Carthage go 2 in a row after that long delay, or Lakeland tied up at 1 apiece? We'll find out when we come back on the CW and Firebird Broadcasting Network. And welcome back. Set 2 action underway. Let's hope the what I was trying to say is let's hope the stats can stay with us and the substitutions, as Carthage has a quick 1-0 lead. Over the top. Set, far side, block back down, still alive, running it down, and not able to get there is number 16, the setter, Martin Carrillo. 2-0 for the Firebirds. Deep breath. Hitting the net. Kyle Radecki out of Lafayette High School in Wildwood, Missouri, unable to clear the tape. Right hand, Busalaki. Sending it too far, giving that point right back. Brummett now to serve. Out of Bourbonnais, Illinois. Such a snap on that serve, a service ace for Brummett. What a find by Coach Kiekefer. Play at the net, back set. Double block, and that goes out of play. So good job on the back set for Muskies Carrillo to get Lakeland back with 2 on that kill. Out of play, not able to run it down is Matajevic. Still alive. Crisp back set. Free ball. Joust at the net. Green with a beautiful dig. Wearing the long sleeves. Decoy. Down kill. Beautiful decoy as Drew Jansen came flying in from that near pin and did destruction. 4-point lead now. Jansen his 3rd kill. Also to match 2 aces. And Marcus now, the 6'7" middle blocking junior, to serve, hits the net, a service error. So back to within 3. Set near pin. Good return, Green. Flat-footed 10-foot line directional set, out of play. Good communication there and wherewithal by Lakeland to say, okay, I'm not going to take another step back because it might throw the timing off. Let's just keep the ball together, but let's make a little questionable on where the return will be for Carthage caused that to then go out of play. Service error by Colin Kenny, the middle blocking 6'2" junior out of Shorewood, Wisconsin. Carthage's lead at 3. So substitution. Ten-foot line, tip over. Left hand, good play at the net by number 13, Jacob Donahue, the middle blocking 6'6" freshman out of Shorewood. Former teammate of Colin Kenny. Just good court awareness. Also Gavin Kenny, of course. The younger brother of Colin, but just good court awareness to use the left hand. Miscommunication there by Carthage. We're tied at 7s. Over the middle. Oh, perfect one set. You can't stop him. You can only hope to contain Ryan Choloweski, the sophomore out of Lindenhurst, Illinois. Lakes Community High School own, just destroying the volleyball on that kill. Now serving Jensen. Nice rotation on this attack. You saw it set up there. My goodness, that might be the prettiest rotation of the evening so far. Mark it down when you go back and watch the game film. That 8th point for Lakeland in set 2, my goodness, it was poetry in motion to set up that kill from the far pin. Mishandle on the high return by Brummett. Rare mental mistake by Carthage, having Lakeland now with the lead 9-8. So we saw something similar in set number 1. It was 11-10 at one point in set number 1 before Carthage pulled away with a 25-14 run. So that was a 15-3 run by Carthage to finish set number 1, but Lakeland really trying to establish himself here in set number 2 and hope they can maintain this lead. So Firebirds get one back. Ten to 9. Left hand. Lakeland can't get their service ace as Gavin Kenny, the backup libero, couldn't get there. And just like that, Carthage ties it up. 9 kills apiece for each squad. A service error hands that point right back. (11-10) your score. Lakeland that 1 point slim lead, folks. No, you're not hitting the rewind button. Same score as it was in set number 1 at this exact same point. Carthage pulled away at this point. Let's see if they can do the same, as we can clearly see they have the capabilities to do so. Tied now at 11. Again, set 1 was 11-10. Same score we just saw. Ended 24-14. A correction now coming in. So points going to be reversed, and Lakeland back to a 2-point lead. Not able to get there. Diving libero, Kenny. Carthage gets that point right back. Jansen and Cholowinski both leading the way with 3 kills apiece for Carthage. Marcus got the kill on that. R2 now giving the okay. So slight hush of the crowd as we thought we might have another delay. And that one hits the bottom of the tape. Or excuse me, I should say the bottom of the net, the tape on the bottom of the net. Whichever way you want to phrase it, service error. Lakeland back up by 1, so much different so far in this set 2 as it's a back and forth battle. Let's see if it stays that way. Again, just to repeat, in set number 1, this is where that separation happened as Carthage pulled away. They've tied it now at 13 apiece. Brummett, just like that, his 4th ace. Brummett last year played 15 sets total in that championship run with 1 ace. So what recruiting by Coach Kike for to just have Brummett sitting in the wings. Oh, okay, well, 1 All-American leaves and a potential future one coming right in. 15 sets, and now Brummett just dominating. That one out of play. Carthage ties it back up at 14s. Marcus now back to serve. Back set, double block, down. Not able to make the adjustment is Busalaki. Carthage gets the slim 1-point lead. Directional set to keep the free ball alive. Decoy. Nice job on the free ball by Lakeland to keep the rally alive. Chicken wing can't get there for Lakeland's Martin Carrillo. Carthage extends the lead to a slim 2. Back to serve 22, David Marcus. What a play over the middle. Ryan Cholowinski. Net domination. Lead 3. Carthage. Timeout. Called by Lakeland. So again, we talked about it was an 11-10 lead for Lakeland, and all of a sudden a 7-3 run by Carthage. It was even 12-10 at one point after the point reversal. So a 7-2 run, if you want to look at it in that respect. Leading the kill category is Busalaki right now with 5 out of 11 attempts, so he's at a 182 clip. 2 solid digs for him as well. On the flip side, Cholowinski now up to 5 kills of his own. He's hitting a .667 percentage. Solo block and 2 block assists accounts for 7 points total, leading the way for this Firebird squad. Lakeland hitting right under 100 at 97. Both teams pretty even in terms of kills, errors, assists. Service errors, though, although we may have seen more prevalent calling out the 8 service errors for Carthage, 12 for Lakeland. So with a 1-0 lead, Carthage leads 17-14 set number 2. Lengthy delay in set 1 has led us here. Carthage needs 8 to take the 2-0 lead. Mishandle at the net, but still rolls on the side of Carthage over the middle. Misplayed. Sloppy attack by both teams, but nonetheless, point goes to Carthage. And you will take the points wherever they come from. So looking to serve, David Marcus. Returned cleanly by the Muskies, 10-foot line kill. Eye level set. Oh, goodness gracious, Drew Jansen. What authority from the near pin. (19-14) the score. That one hits the tape, no good. Lakeland now within 4. So last time we talked about it, Lakeland was down 9. Service error. Carthage within 5. Ten-foot line, 2 Muskies in the same spot. Back set. Nice high return. Oh, good Johnny on the spot type of placement for Carthage. Set using the length of the net. Long rally, 10-foot line, still alive, McDonald. What does Lakeland have? Decoy, tip over. Point gonna go to Carthage. The Muskies hit the antenna with what looked like was their left hand. Over the middle, just a missed time and not able to clear the net. So some of the Firebird players having a conversation with one another. Looked like Ryan Morey, the setter, just a little bit timing off with Chilowinski. 5-point deficit for Lakeland. They have the serve and an untied shoe. Carthage needs 4 to get the 2-0 lead in Kenosha. Now needing 3, another service error. With the right hand. Back set. Falling away! No self-preservation there by Jerdot. The 6'4" setter out of Buffalo Lake, Minnesota. That goes out of play. Another service error for Lakeland, giving Carthage another gimme point. 15 service errors now through 2 sets. Left hand down, out of play, not touched by any Firebird player. And just like that, we are at set 2 point. Okay, with all the Firebird faithful on their feet, say that 10 times fast, Lakeland gets the point. Lakeland needs 6 more. Not out of the question. Hits the tape. Brummett. Back to Brummett. A return by Weimer. Side bump on the free ball. Decoy. Still alive. Kenny. Back set. Just out of play. Not able to snap the wrist enough is David Marcus. Lakeland still alive. Back row. Lakeland getting the point. After the violation by Carthage, Lakeland within 4. So Coach Kiekefer now is having a conversation with the R2 about this very circumstance, but let's see what can happen now. Nice dig by McDonald. Off the tip, high return. Point gonna go. Net violation by Lakeland, 25 to 20. Set number 2. Can the Firebirds make it a 3-set sweep, or will Lakeland have something to say about it? We'll find out when we come back on the Firebird Broadcasting Network.
Number 11, Gene McNulty.
And welcome back to the Firebird Broadcasting Network. I'm Peter Ferreri from Tarble Arena, a 2-0 lead in set number 3 for the home Firebirds in their home opener against the Muskies of Lakeland University in their inaugural game of this 2023 campaign. They have the 1-0 lead here in the 3rd. To note, Lakeland had the lead in both sets 1 and 2 midway through the set, just was not able to finish things out. So let's see if they're able to do something a little bit different here in set number 3. Nothing for Lakeland. Right hand hitting the net. So first point for Carthage in set number 3, a gimme point. Lakeland on a nice little run here to start set number 3. Looking at some of the numbers, 14 kills apiece for each squad. Lakeland at a .089 kill percentage. Carthage just a skosh better at 111. 7 kills by Busalaki. Out of play. Carthage a bit too far. Coach Kiekefer may take a timeout soon. You don't want this set to get too far away from you. And by you, the general you. Bar pin, blocked back down. Another point for Lakeland, a rare double hit called against Carthage. That's a 5-point lead. Power serve by Lakeland. Return still in the air. Directional set. Not able to get there after the slide is Drew Jansen. A 7-1 start to this third set at Tarble Arena. Timeout called by Coach Kiekefer. So Coach Kiekefer really needing to get the team realigned. As we talked about, that 7-1 start, including the last 4 points, service error, attack error, ball handling error, and then why not a kill by Henson. 7-1. So again, looking at some of the numbers for Lakeland, we talked about those 7 kills by Busalaki, 3 by Everts, 2 by Kenny, 2 by Donahue, 6 assists by Carrillo, 2 aces for Everts. On the flip side, Carthage having themselves a solid set 1 and 2. Not so much here in the third, though, as their hit percentage has dropped to .075. Both teams at 13 assists, 9-3, the ace differential favoring Carthage. So that has definitely been a help. And then on the flip side, 16-11 service errors. Lakeland having 16 unforced errors from the service line. 7-1. Back to serve is Lakeland. Number 6 point quickly goes to Carthage, so they like, of course, to call that the coach's point. Left hand. Near pin. Set to the left side. Seven to 3 the score. So a nice 2-0 run by Carthage. It may not seem like a lot, but it was all Lakeland in this third set. So any little point is helpful. Left hand serve. Finding the angle, no touch there. I believe point, and it is. So point's gonna go to Carthage. So really whipping the wrist was Lakeland on that one. Jake Donahue didn't make contact with any Firebird. Good return by Kenny. Self-preservation, able to get there. Does it hit the rafters? It does, but side bump, that stays in play. Marcus. Block down. You shall not pass. Beautiful play by the Firebirds. It's a 4-0 run for Carthage here in the third. Left hand. Not able to get there. It's number 18, Joe Kolwitz. set. Right hand down. One of the biggest kills of the evening, Kyle Radecki. Carthage within 2, a 5-1 run. Radecki getting the serve. Some of the Firebird fans on their feet. Too far past the back row, or back line. Point to Lakeland. I tell you, the smell of popcorn is very strong. They have delicious smelling popcorn at Tarble Arena. I will have it one day. Maybe tomorrow when we're back here for the game versus NYU. 9-6, make that 10-6 now. So Lakeland withstood the storm, getting their footing back underneath them. Far pin down kill. Beautiful play, Keegan Brummett. Brummett, a business management major, son of Debbie and Dwayne. 3-year letter winner for tennis as well at the high school level. Also on the all-academic team. Mishandle in the center of the middle, free ball, uppercut, able to keep it alive, decoy, 10-foot line, that stays in. Oh, beautiful play by Brummett. After the mishandle that caused the free ball, as checking in, number 10 for Lakeland, Alex Burgos, the 5'7" senior. That'll go out of play. So Carthage within 1 now. Little 3-0 rally of their own. Brummett down to a knee is Green. Over the double. Block back, and that falls down. Not able to make the run is Radecki. Backside. High off the ISO block. Are pinned down and kill, number 3, Jude Jansen. What an outstanding play. Drew with another one out of Germantown High School. Folks, rinse and repeat. It's 11-10 Lakeland for 3 sets in a row. Free ball. Quick set near side. Mishandle on the set. Burgos set a little too low. So Burgos giving a spell to Martin Carrillo. Carrillo out of Mundelein, Illinois. Burgos out of Salem, Wisconsin. Tied at 11. Block down in Carthage point. Ladies and gentlemen, at one point it was 7-1. It has been to a nice little run of 11-4. falling down. Carthage, another one. 13-11. All 3 sets. There's going to be a timeout on the court. All 3 sets. 11-10. The irony of that. While we have a minute, we want to remind everybody, College Sports Communicators celebrates Membership Appreciation Week, presented by ESPN. Started yesterday and runs through the 24th. Athletics, communications, and creative professionals coordinate public and media relations, websites, social media, graphic design, videography, statistics, and much more as the strategic communicators for college and university athletic departments and conference offices throughout North America. The lead athletic communicators for today's games are Director of Strategic Communications, Sam Boyle, and Director of Digital and Social Media, Casey Aker of Carthage College. Thank you for all our athletic, communications, and creative staff members do in support of your student athletes, coaches, and institutions. For more information, check out collegesportscommunicators.com/celebrate CSC. (13-11) your score. Let's see. Jump serve right hand, back row, out of play. Carthage leads 13-12. Back to serve now for Lakeland is number 9, Eli Weinrich. The serve. Back set. Hit the foot. They're calling a tip. Point goes to the Firebirds. As again, that hit the toe and went right up in the air. 14-12. Blocked back. Nice roof again, Carthage. Three-point lead for the Firebirds. Serve with the left hand. Back to the 10-foot line, breakthrough. That will fall down, a much-needed point for Lakeland. Again, it was 11-10 Lakeland. 7-1 is the key number, then 11-10, 15-13. It's a rinse and repeat, as we stated, for this squad. That one drops down. Not much could be done as Carthage has the lead. And the serve now for number 3, Drew Jansen. Drew. Let's see what he could do with this one. Having himself a nice opening night at home. (17-13). Lakeland still having their timeouts. Let's see if they use one, if Carthage gets another point here. They used one at the 24-point mark in set number 1. Don't need it there, as out of play. (17-14). Tip over. Back set. Can't quite get a handle on it. 4-point lead, Firebirds. In the third, set 1 went their way, 25-14, set 2, 25-20. Right back down, rejection for Carthage. Carthage needs 6. An ace for the Firebirds. Off the lethal lefty hand of Joel Kolwitz, the 6-foot setter. Carthage needs 5. Timeout called. So there's that first timeout we talked about. Not quite sure if they've been keeping updated there with the scoreboard. I might have been the second one, but nonetheless. Timeout called. Crunching some of the numbers. Lakeland, Busalaki still sits at 7 kills. Everett's now at 6. Donahue with 2 on the leaderboard along with Kenny. On the flip side of things, a real diverse scoring between, you could say, the big 4 of Carthage. 6 for Cholowinski, 4 for Radecki, 4 for Brummett, and 5 for Jansen. Overall, 21 kills to 18. Carthage with the lead. 19 errors to 12. Lakeland with 7 more errors. Their hit percentage is now below 0 with a negative .15. 17 service errors for Lakeland to 14 to Carthage. Also, block assists 16 for Carthage, double up of the 8 of Lakeland University's Muskies. 20-14 in set 3. Carthage needs 5 for the sweep. Don't forget, everybody, the post-game show on the CCIW Firebird Broadcasting Network be with Coach Kiekefer immediately following the contest. So game will wrap up. We'll take a quick timeout, and then when we come back, Coach will be joining us on the broadcast, so don't go anywhere. Back set, isolation out of play, no touch by Lakeland, a much needed point. For an angle, not much behind it, but didn't need it. Kyle Radecki sending it into the campfire. (21-15). Tool kill by Lakeland, a much needed point. They've rotated their setters as Carrillo back in the contest. Hunter Henson to serve. The middle blocking 6'2" freshman. Hitting the rafters, almost breaking the ceiling tiles. My goodness, it shot like a rocket and came right back down. 22-16, Carthage needs 3. What can the Firebirds do? Have one of their best servers back at the line. That one goes a bit too far, so Brummett, but it's bit too much behind it. Lakeland clinging on in set number 3. They need a run of their own to try to force a set 4 and avoid the sweep. That will help right there. So 2 errors. So a serve receive error off the left forearm of Jansen after a service error. It's a 4-point lead now. Lakeland serves. Brummett, far side, Jansen. Free ball. High return, McDonald. Not able to get there, diving for it is libero Gavin Kenny. Carthage within 2. Marcus serves. Oh, just a mishandle. Gavin Kenny slipped while trying to bump it. Excuse me, that was actually Drew Green slipped. The 5'6" senior, and we are now at match point. Marcus serves. That one stays in. Little right arm flex by Busalaki after just finding an open space on the floor. Lakeland needs 5 more. In to serve, one of their serve specialists, Eli Weinrich, the outside hitting 6-foot freshman from Homestead High School. Tarble, and that's going to be it. That's going to be all she wrote on a service error. The Firebirds get the 3-set sweep, 25-19 in the final set of this contest. Again, the recap: set 1, 25-15, set 2, 25-20, set 3, 25-19. Stick around, folks. We're going to have the post-game show on the CCIW Firebird Broadcasting Network. Coach Kike is going to be joining us shortly to talk about his thoughts on a home opening victory over the Muskies of Lakeland College. Stick with us. We'll be right back. And welcome into the post-game show here on the home opener for the Firebirds. Coach Kike, what a way to start things off at home. A little bit of a bumpy game against Purdue Fort Wayne, but you showed everything you had here.
Yeah, you know, I guess bumpy maybe is what it played. I thought we played well for most of that match against Purdue Fort Wayne. We just didn't take advantage of opportunities. And as we've told the guys, that's what volleyball is at that level, at the Division I level. You can't take, you got to stay consistent. In that match, we were really good. I think the same thing tonight. When we took care of our side of the net, we weren't just giving the ball away. I thought we did a nice job. So, you know, proud of where we are right now. I think we look really, really good athletically. We just got to find a way to stay consistent. What we talked about in the locker room is sustaining runs. Just too many errors as we kind of got going. We got to sustain that run, continue to put pressure on people, and be good, not great. So, you know, biggest quote of the night is don't do it better, do it again. And we just got to continue to force that pressure on people.
All 3 sets, at one point the score was 11-10.
Yeah.
Don't know if you noticed that, but I'm up here like, oh, that's ironic. And that was the turning point of every set. No matter how many points you were down, once you got to that point, you took it off from there. What is it about your squad this year once you hit that midway point, like, hey, we can finish?
Yeah, a couple of different things I thought that were turning points in the match. I think Joe Kolwitz in the first set from the service line, a freshman with no fear.
Yeah.
Really love that kid. He's been something special for us this season, and he goes back and just rips a couple aces in the first set to get us going and get the energy fired up. I thought in the second set, I think you see Ryan Cholowinski closing some blocks, really working side to side, really athletically and making some good moves. And then in the third set, Kyle Radecki shows up big time and gets some big, massive kills and kind of gets away from there in that 11-10 to space. So 3 guys who didn't play for us. One's a freshman, right?
Yeah.
And then 2 sophomore and junior guys who didn't have a lot of playing time for us last year. So, you know, that's what it takes to have team. Every single year, it's a new year.
Yeah.
And really proud of those young guys going in and really making an impact on a match, putting their signature on a match. Really proud of those 3.
Preseason number 1. I'm sure that's bulletin board for everybody in the CCIW and even non-conference.
Yeah.
You got a ranked opponent coming in tomorrow as well. How have you kept the team in such a good mental state? Again, 2 beautiful banners up now. You can add a third to it if you get this squad. You can get it where it needs to go.
Yeah, I think it's a new season every single year. We've been talking a lot about that this season. Kyle Radecki has changed our offense. We haven't had that physical of a player in the opposite position for a while. I think Bryson Payton did a really nice job of staying consistent and blocking balls. And Kyle Radecki is just that offensive weapon there. And so really proud of him. He's changed our offense, and I think that's something that Gene has to get used to. Is changing the offense and changing the way he thinks and just lobbing up some balls more to Kyle back there. So when we got going in that third set, that's the offense we want to see this year. So no, we're always going to get every team's best shot. We've been talking about that a lot. And like you said, 11-10, we're tied, and we make a run. And that's something that Carthage Volleyball has always had, and we're proud of that. We're proud of being able to stay consistent mentally, stay consistent with our effort in the backcourt, in the front court defensively, and making sure that those runs come. So this is what Carthage Volleyball is. We'll hang around, we'll make a run late, and we'll win sets, and proud of the way we did it again.
One of my favorite players I saw today was Brummett. Not somebody that we saw much of, a few sets freshman year, a little bit more last year, and all of a sudden, how do you keep players motivated through 2 national championships? Say, hey, your time will come, and then you're going to be a key piece. Shined bright.
Yeah, next guy up, right? Yeah. And I think Keegan was going to be chomping at the bit for a long time to get going. His offense is something special. He's one of our best offensive left sides we have on the team. So, and you saw from the service line, he had 4 aces at one point. I don't know where he ended at, but 4 aces, no errors at one point. It was pretty awesome. He's a really good player. He's really athletic, has a cannon for an arm. So, was really proud of the way Gene got him going. Like we've talked about this before, right? It's not just guy 1 to 7, the starting lineup, that makes this team special. It's guy 1 to 22. And Keegan's one of those examples of a guy who's been on the bench and has made us better. Keegan has won 2 national championships. Doesn't matter if we're on the floor or not. He has won 2 national championships. And so proud of him for responding to this moment. He's been ready, and I'm happy for him.
No, it's exciting. Number 15 team coming into town tomorrow night. Nice home test right early on. I'm sure you planned that specifically, but what was the thought there to get such a great opponent? I mean, 2 out of your first 3 very good teams right off the bat, non-conference.
Yeah, you got to get tested, right? You don't know what you got unless you get tested. And so Jose and I, the coach, remember you were texting today, and we're really excited for a match where it's going to be 2 really good volleyball teams going at it. And if you don't learn if you're not playing great volleyball teams. It doesn't hurt you to play a great volleyball team like NYU. They have a fantastic strength of schedule. We have a fantastic strength of schedule. We proved that last year. We went down 0-3, and then we came back and ran the table, and we still were first in our region. So we've proven that if you play a great schedule, it doesn't matter if you win or lose. And so NYU is a fantastic team. It's a really new team. They're relatively young with a lot of sophomores starting. And so we got to try to take advantage of that in our gym with, the energy in the gym in Tarble Arena today was fantastic. Thank you to the Carthage College student body, to the Carthage College faculty and staff, to our faculty and our staff here, headed by Kelsey Peterson, the interim AD, and John Sung. Just thank you to them for getting the fans out tonight. When you get a stands full of people like that, it's so much fun to play volleyball. You just get so much energy for every single point. And we're excited to hopefully have that same crowd out tomorrow, hopefully bigger for a top 15 matchup. So, that's what we're looking for. Big, huge college environment, and that's what fires us up. A big stands, and we're having some fun.
Coach, shoe game on point today. I know the people can't see it, so congrats on those. And hey, when we get the 3rd championship banner in a few months, the broadcasters will get one too, right?
Yeah, heck yeah. The Jays look good. We'll bring a different pair out tomorrow. So thank you for that. I'm really proud of this team. Really proud of our effort. We'll get a good one tomorrow. So thank you for your time here, Best.
No problem.
Go Firebirds.
All right. Thanks, Coach. Again, that was Coach Key Kafer here. He's giving us a few minutes of his time in this post-game show. Tomorrow, men's volleyball, 15th ranked NYU coming to town. Saturday, women's basketball versus Elmhurst, and also the men play right after that. Next Wednesday, Carroll, men's basketball, 7 o'clock Central Standard Time. For myself, I'm Peter Ferreri. Again, that was Coach Key Kafer, executive producer Mike Lugg, producer John Voinovich. Along the line, the outstanding director Natasha Mazzara, graphics Alyssa, Ty Lumpkin, replay Jin-Chen Liu, camera Matt and Thomas as well, class of 26. None better than them here. This program is in a presentation of Carthage College and the Firebird Broadcast Productions.